name is Craig Cole. I'm the wellness instructor here at Chesapeake Village. Today I'm going to take you through a chair-based exercise program that is based upon conditioning and range of motion. What we're going to do with all of our movements today is we're going to work on doing quality of movement, not necessarily just quantity of movement. If you feel any discomfort or pain while we go through these movements, I want you to make sure that you stop immediately, double check to make sure that everything is okay, and if you are feeling a little bit better, then re-engaging. But if it hurts, I want you to make sure you stop, okay? The other thing I want you to make sure of is that while we go through our movements, you're working on really watching my movement and trying to emulate it yourself. As I say, mirroring an image is one of the best ways. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to have you follow along with my movements, and we're going to try to keep up with the same tempo if we possibly can. But again, as we go through our series today, I want you to do the best job as possible. What we're going to do is we're going to go through some movements, and we're going to start off with warm-up movements, just to get our heart rates up, get our blood pressure going just a little bit, and make sure that we're breathing normally, okay? As we go through some of our core movements today, if you will, we're going to be doing either time or repetition. Before we get to the movement, I'll let you know if we're going to be going for time, if we're going to be going for a specified number of reps, but I want you to make sure you're paying attention and following along. What we're going to do first and foremost, I'm going to have everybody bring your hip up to the edge of your chair. We're going to sit up nice and tall, and we're going to start with a march in place. With our march in place, we're going to go for about 20 seconds here, alternating our arms and our legs in movement. Here we go. As we're sitting here marching in place, we're working on getting a little bit of rotation coming from our upper body, and this is just an aspect that helps get our stomach muscles to warm up, as well as the shoulder muscles, the upper back, the chest, the thighs, and even the lower leg. This is an opportunity where we focus on our breathing, breathing in through our nose and then out through our mouth. This is a good way to start, everyone. Keep it up. We have about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Now we're going to go through some arm rotations, and this is going to involve me taking my arms and bringing them out away from the side of my body. Now, if you can see, I have my hands slightly below the height of my shoulders right now. I don't have them at or above the height of my shoulders. The reason why is I don't want to put what's called an impingement in my shoulder, where if I bring my arm up real high, I get a pinching sensation. I want to try to avoid that motion. So I'm going to have my arms out away from my body, and I'm going to go 10 forward repetitions and then 10 reverse repetitions. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, good work, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Reverse directions, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7. We're going to bring those arms behind your body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and shake your arms out for me. Great job. Well, we got 2 movements down, we got 2 more to go. So now we're going to bring our knees a little bit closer together. We're still sitting up nice and tall, maintaining good posture in our back. I have my knees right now so they're about hip-width apart, with my heels directly underneath my knees. I'm going to alternate going into a leg extension, extending my foot forward and then back in. As I extend that lower leg out in front, I'm not going to focus on my toe going forward, I'm going to focus on my heel pushing forward. This way I get a little bit better contraction out of my quadriceps as I take that leg through extension. We're going to alternate for a count of 10. Here we go. 1, 1, 2, 2. Keep sitting up tall. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Good job. 6, 6. 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, last ones, 10, and 10. Good job, everybody. Keep sitting up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. And now we're going to go through some torus rotation. We're going to get our spine and our abdominal muscles loosen up a little bit more. I'm going to have everybody take your arms, bring them across your chest, bring your elbows in low, hands come back here in front of your chest and your shoulders. We're going to sit up nice and tall, rotating off to either the left or the right hand side. When we rotate to a side, we're going to hold for a count of 3, then we'll rotate rotate our body back to center, squaring our chest up, and then rotating off to the opposite direction. We're going to do 3 repetitions for each side. We're going to start by going to our right. Here we go. Holding for 1, 2, 3. Rotate to center. Rotate left. Holding for 1, 2, 3. Back to center. Rotating right. Holding for 1, 2, 3. Back to center. Rotate left. Holding for 1, 2, 3. Rotate center. We've got 1 more rep each side. Rotate right. Holding for 1, 2, 3. Back to center. Rotate left. Holding for 1, 2, 3. Back to center. Drop those arms down. Take a nice deep breath in. Good job, everybody. Now, right now, we should feel a little bit more warmth kind of flowing through our body, and that's just more blood circulation going to all of our major muscle groups. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into our core body movements. We're going to start by bringing our hip back up to the edge of the chair, and again, we want to make sure that we have a good positioning on our seat. I don't want you to feel like your hip is going to fall off the edge of the chair, okay? So make sure your hip is nice and firm on your chair, and we're sitting up nice and tall. For a march in place, we're going to actually take it through 2 different progressions. We're going to start by just a nice, easy march in place, go for about 5 seconds, and then we're going to transition to a little bit more of a rapid march in place, going up a little quicker. And then at some point in time, I'm going to cue you, instead of our arms going like this, we're going to work on pushing and reaching our arms forward, okay? We're going to stay here with this movement for about 45 seconds. So take a nice deep breath in, get your body ready. Here we go. And again, we're just marching in place nice and easy for about 5 seconds. And now we're going to pick up our speed of movement. Go a little quicker. A little more pep in your step right now here, folks. Get those bodies moving. Good job. Elbows moving forward and backwards. We're picking those feet up off the floor. Driving those knees up. Keep it going. Keep it going. And now we're going to work on reaching those arms forward. For some of you, your movement may slow down. That's okay. I want you to work on your coordination of movement. Work on getting a good reach so that your torso rotates just a little bit. And we're getting those shoulders to extend forward. Keep it up. Good job, everyone. Keep going. And relax. Bring everything back in. Drop those arms down. Take a nice deep breath in. Excellent job. Our next movement is going to be where we're still keeping our hip at the edge of our chair, but this time we're going to bring our feet and our knees together, resting our hands on top of our knees, because we're going to be going into what's called a modified chair jack. Basically, all this is just a modified jumping jack that we're going to be doing seated from our chair. With our movement, it's going to be both an upper and lower body at the same time. And I want you to watch my movement initially as I take my arms out, my knees out, and I bring everything right back into center. Okay? So it's a big explosive movement, then an explosive movement back into center. Okay? With this movement, we're going to go for 15 repetitions. Be the best job you possibly can. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Bring it back in. Sit up tall. Take a couple of deep breaths in. Let's take one more breath in. Good job, everybody. Now our next movement, believe it or not, is going to be a chair run, if you will. So what we're going to do is we're still going to keep our hip at the edge of our chair, and we're going to take both of our heels and we're going to bring them forward. It's okay if you have a slight bend in your knee. That's completely fine. But what we're going to do is we're going to take our upper body, instead of sitting up vertical, we're actually going to be leaning back. Now you have a couple of different options depending on your core strength. You can either have your back all the way up against the back of the chair, or you can lean your torso back just a little bit so that there's still a little bit of separation between your spine and the back of the seat itself. Okay? But what we're going to do is our movement is going to consist of going for about 30 seconds here. I'm going to have my elbows bent, my hands are out here in front, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on driving a knee up towards my chest, and at the same time I'm going to push an elbow forward, and then I'm going to switch. So what I'm doing is, I'm basically exaggerating my march in place by getting a little bit more of a knee drive, just like a sprinter would, okay? Again, this is not a move where you have to go quickly. You go at a pace that you feel is comfortable. Like I said, we're going for 30 seconds, so just focus on your quality of movement, not the quantity of your movement. So we're leaning back in our chairs, we've got our arms ready. Here we go. And as you can see, my knees are driving up to the same side shoulder that they're on. I'm not letting my knees flare out to the side. Good job, everybody. Your tummy's going to be a little tired after this, but that's a good thing. Keep it up. Excellent work. We're more than halfway there now. 30 seconds may feel like a long time with this movement, but that's okay. It is worth it. Keep it up, keep it up. 3, 2, and 1. Legs extended, pull your heels in, sit up nice and tall, elongate that spine, good posture in our back. Take a deep breath in. Okay, so what you're going to be able to do for me now is I want you to take your hip off the edge of your chair just a little bit. We're going to get our hip a little firmer on our chair. What we're going to do now is we're going to do a movement called a leg extension with toe reach, okay? What's going to happen with this? We're going to start with our hands out here in front of our chest and our shoulders. We're still sitting up nice and tall with good posture, but what we're going to do is we're going to take a foot, we're going to extend it forward, and as we do so, we're going to try to take our arm and reach it forward, reaching towards that opposite foot, and then we're going to sit up nice and tall. So our movement is going to look like this. Now, for some of you, it may be very hard to get that leg out and then reach that arm forward. That's okay. The main idea with this one is to take those hands, bring them here in front of our shoulders. As that foot extends forward, you're just trying to reach out. Try to get a little bit of rotation coming from your torso as that leg goes straight. This way we actually help stretch out the back of our hamstring. We get some contraction in our quadriceps, but then also getting our lower back to loosen up as well, okay? With this one, we're going to work on 10 repetitions each side. Again, we're not going to go hurry up with this. We're going to take our time and make sure we're doing good movement. So hands in front of our shoulders. We're going to start with our right leg, left arm. Here we go. There's 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Good job. 4, 4. Make sure you breathe while you're working here. Here we go. 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. Keep it up. 10, and 10. Bring it all back to center. Drop those hands down on the top of your thighs. Deep breath in again. Excellent work, everybody. Excellent work. So now we're going to take a break from our overall quadriceps and our lower back. And now what we're going to do is we're going to work on knee raises with an opposite arm reach. This is going to put a little more emphasis on your shoulders and your chest itself, as well as your abdominal muscles, okay? What's going to happen with this is we're going to go back into another knee raise, but as we do our knee raise, we're going to take our opposite knee from our shoulder that's working, and we'll work on pushing our arm across the body, pulling everything right back into center, okay? So we're getting some rotation as well as linear movement up and down, all right? So chest up tall, we're going to go for a count of 10, again from each side. Here we go. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. Good job, everybody. Hands down, take a nice deep breath in. And that is one that's going to definitely get your heart rate, your blood pressure, and maybe even your breathing rate up too, okay? Just because it has a propensity to kind of collapse our chest, our rib cage just a little bit more, which can kind of restrict your breathing, okay? That's why it's very important to make sure you take a deep breath in after all of our movements, okay? So that was our core set of movements. Now we're going to go into our cool down. What I'd like everybody to do is I want you to take your hip, bring it up a little bit closer to the edge of your chair. Knees are going to be about shoulder width apart. We're still sitting up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. Good job. Let's take one more deep breath in. Excellent. So what I want you to do is I want you to go from having your hands on the front of your knees to take your hands and pulling back on top of your thighs. We're now going to go into some shoulder rolls here, and what we're going to do is we're going to do 10 backwards, then 10 forward. Here we go. 1, exaggerate your movement. 2, 3, 4. Good job, everybody. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So one more here, and 10. Great job. Now we're going to rotate our shoulders forward. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more here, and 10. Good job, everyone. Good work. Just kind of roll it out just a little bit, not a problem, okay? Now we're still going to keep our hands sitting here on top of our thighs. We're still sitting up nice and tall, maintaining good posture. Our next movement is going to be a scapular retraction. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to take our shoulder blades that are sitting out here like this, and we'll push our shoulders backwards, and as we do so, it's going to force our shoulder blades to collapse, okay? And this is going to be getting those middle rhomboid muscles that run between your shoulder blades to contract and activate, okay? That's a muscle grouping in our backs that are relatively used little anymore, okay? But we're going to keep sitting up nice and tall, and as we do this, we're going to push your shoulders back, and think about like you're puffing your chest out like a superhero. We're going to hold this for a count of 1, 2, 3, relax. We're going to do that 4 more times. Scapular retraction, holding for 1, 2, 3, release. Squeeze, 1, 2, 3, release. We've got 2 more. Squeeze, 1, 2, 3, release. Last one. 1, 2, 3, and relax. Nice and easy. Go ahead and shake those arms out. And it's good to do those arms across the body because you just got done contracting muscles in the middle part of your back. This helps give a little bit of an active stretch to help those muscles you just got done contracting so hard. Good job, everyone. Excellent. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to go back into a torso rotation, except this time we're not going to have any pause. We're going to rotate continuously left and right, and we're going to go 5 times for each side. So once you take your arms and bring across your chest, elbows are down low, we're sitting up nice and tall, good posture. We're going to start by rotating to the left. Here we go. Rotate left, all the way to right, back to left, all the way to right. There's a finish of 2, all the way left, all the way right. There's 3, all the way left, all the way right. There's 4, last one's here. All the way left, all the way right, back to center. Take a deep breath in, relax your arms. Now, what we're going to finish off with, everybody, is when everybody have your heels out in front, we're going to keep our legs relatively straight. We're going to have our toes up in the air, and what we're going to do is we're going to take our arms and we're going to bring them out here in front. Keep your back nice and straight. We're going to lean forward from our hip and not our lower back, but we're going to reach forward only as far as you feel comfortable here. We're going to get our lower back and our hamstrings to stretch. Keep your back nice and tall. Now we're going to sit up nice and tall, pull those heels in, open your arms out wide, reach back. Keep those arms back, reach, reach, reach. Now take a deep breath in and wrap those arms around your body, give a nice big squeeze, and relax. Great job today, everybody. Thank you for joining me for this little conditioning session. I hope you had fun. I'll see you next time.